The story opens on Beer Belly, a seized young man working at a music store, rehearsing how he will finally tell his lifelong crush, Nikki Freeman, how he feels. His best friend, Ian, thinks the whole plan is embarrassingly corny. Beer, Ian, Nikki, and their friend Sarah are all close. They hang out constantly, including trivial nights together. Bill just wants one moment alone with Nikki to confess his feelings, but he can never work up the nerve. That same day, tragedy strikes at home. Bill discovers his cat Sandy has died after accidentally breathing into his oxycodone pills. Devastated, he disposes of her body and grieves alone. Later on the phone, Nikki casually mentions she's planning to quit her job soon. A small detail that will matter later, since it means she will be spending more time around beer. While shopping for a gift for Nikki, a crystal necklace to replace one she lost. Beer stumbles across a strange novelty item at an occult shop, the one with pillow. The packaging claims that if you snap it, your wish come true, but you only get one shot, and there are workers warning about unexpected behaviors and extreme obsession. Beer doesn't take it seriously, half as a joke, half out of desperation. He snaps the pillow and wishes for Nikki to love him more than anyone else in the world. Almost immediately, Nikki's personality begins to shift. The witty, independent woman being now replaced by someone erratic and unsettling. Her eyes glaze over, her space becomes strange, and she suddenly cannot get enough of beer. At first, it plays like a dream come true. Nikki is head over heels for him, but cracks so fast. She watches him obsessively while he sleeps. In one of the film's most disturbing moments, she cooks the remains of his dead cat and surveys it to him without his knowledge. Ian and Sarah start to worry. This isn't the Nikki they would know for years, someone who only ever saw beer like a brother at a party. Nikki's behavior spirals publicly. She makes the other guests deeply uncomfortable, and in a shocking act of self-harm, stabs herself in the face with a broken bottle. In a quick and turning moment, the real Nikki briefly breaks through her strength. She confesses to Beer that another presents something that takes over her body, become of his wish, take control, and sleeps only at certain times. She begs Beer to kill her while the entity is dormant so she can finally be free. Beer, sucking but unwilling to lose her, instead tired to undo the wish. He contracts the company behind the one wish pillow only to learn the horrifying catch. The wish cannot be reverses unless he dies. He buys more willow charms, desperate to find a loophole, but none of them will break the one wish per person. Rose is absolute. Tension falls over when Sarah, who has feeling for Beers herself, reveals that Ian and Nikki had sexually been hooking up over the year. Before Bear and Sarah can fully process their own feeling for each other, Nikki's possesses side lashed out with brutal violence. She murders Sarah and the entity's grandson claims Iran as well. The French group Bill's one head is being destroyed piece by piece, all because of the wish he met with his friend dead and Nikki's condition growing more dangerous by the day. Beers realized there only one way to sell her. He has to die. In the final quick act of sacrifice, Beers overdose, mirroring each act's way his cat died at the start of the film. As he slips away, Nikki's possessed side refly pulls him into one last entrance and breaks, but then Beer dies. The spell breaks. Nikki returns to herself, fully awash for the first time in the film. Of everything that happened, she left alone, screaming surrounded by the aftermath of nightmare. The neighbors ask for an while she is finally free of the entity, she now faces the devastating reality of what's left behind. Multiple murders, a fingerprint on every respawn, and a life she will have to somehow explain the world.